Hey guys, hope you all have been well. Welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I have my eyeshadow palettes in front of me, and what I'm gonna do is do some decluttering. I do have some eyeshadow palettes that I'm thinking of possibly purchasing, but I will not do that until I get rid of some stuff and make space for the new items. Because I know myself, and what would get me through this process a whole lot easier is to take out all the items that I will be keeping. So this first one here is the Charlotte Tilbury Bejeweled Eyes to Hypnotize palette. This is new to my collection, so I will be keeping it. I ended up caving and picking it up, so this will be staying. I do have a haul coming up that this will appear in, but I mean, why would I get rid of something that I just purchased because I wanted it? Same thing with the Charlotte Tilbury Instant Eye Pillow Talk palette. Absolutely obsessed with this palette. Love it very, very much. So I'm keeping that one. Norvina is rather new to my collection, and I've been really enjoying it so far, so I'm going to be keeping it. I love the shimmer row. Oh, so good. Mented Cosmetics Every Night eyeshadow palette. This one is new as well. I did do a tutorial using this palette. I love the Mented Cosmetics eyeshadow formula, so I'm going to be keeping both. So this is the Every Night palette, and while we're here, I'll just show you the Everyday palette. This is what introduced me to the brand, and I love this palette. I rave about it a lot on my channel, so great stuff. Now, a bulk of my collection happens to be this Pat McGrath stuff. I love these packagings, don't get me wrong, but wouldn't it just be awesome to have like these photos just printed in this thin cardboard packaging? Or am I alone on this? I prefer the skinnier packaging. Like, look at how thick this thing is. But it's pretty safe to say that I will not be getting rid of any of my Pat McGrath stuff, but I will be showing them to you one by one. So we'll start off with Celestial Divinity. This was their 2020 or maybe even 2019, I forget, but their Christmas collection release. Love. This is the Bronze Seduction Mothership 5. Look at how tedious these things are. Here you have the inside of the palette. This is one of their safer Mothership palettes, meaning it has more like everyday shades. This one I don't have the box for. I believe I threw it away because it was just, it's taking up room, and then I started keeping them. I don't know. But here we have my first ever Pat McGrath palette, and this is the Divine Rose 2 Mothership 8 palette. Beautiful. Pat McGrath Mothership 7 Original Divine Rose. Packaging is pretty. That's what it looks like. Another one of her more basic palettes. And I'm just about done completing all of my Pat McGrath videos where I provide you different looks using every single shade in the palette. I believe I just have to do the Midnight Sun one. Mothership 2 Sublime palette. Here we have this palette. This green is amazing. I don't know if you'd be able to tell, but it's duochrome. If you want a luxury experience though, I mean, you can't go wrong with Pat McGrath. The palette alone weighs the same as a brick. She's a brick. House. Mothership 3 Subversive. Look at my boxes falling apart. This is my newest Pat McGrath palette. I just filmed, I think it was 4 looks yesterday, and it should be going up this Friday. For you, it would be last Friday, because this will be going up next Monday for me. But this was the palette that I used. I loved all of the looks that I came up with. So good. Excuse me while I have to do this just annoying bit. Oops. Sorry. And lastly, we have the Mothership 6 Midnight Sun palette, my last one to do a video on. If I'm not mistaken, all of my Pat McGrath eyeshadows were purchased on sale, because this at full price, hell no. Oh, so gorgeous. Let's look at this olive shimmer shade. Beautiful. All right, so here is what we are left with. I know that I'm going to be keeping these two. These are the Charlotte Tilbury Ice to Mesmerize. This first one is in Star Gold. I love these things. I initially wasn't sure of how I felt about them, but they are divine. This is Rose Gold. Bronzer through the crease. This on the lid, you're done, but you look like $1,000,000. These two. All right, this is the Stila Shimmer and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow, and this is in Cloud. The more I think about it, I know I have this in eyeshadow, like powder form, so I can get rid of this one. However, this Natasha Denona Chromium Liquid Eyeshadow in the shade Infra Nude, I think I have a JD Glow eyeshadow that's close to it, but not exactly. And every time I use this, I get compliments on it. Duo and multi-chromes, man, they're special. So I'm gonna be holding on to this one. You guys remember this? Long time ago. I've had this for a very long time. This is a sample of their bronzer in medium, and I use this as eyeshadow. Now, do you see that dent in there? I bet I'm about to hit pan on this thing. However, I think it's time. So it's time to say goodbye. I'm kind of sad. Let's do Tom Ford. All right. This first one here is in Seductive Rose. Oh, I have such a hard time getting rid of my Tom Ford stuff. Okay, that's Seductive Rose. This one is in Disco Dust. This one I know I'm keeping. This is Coco Mirage. This one is in Honeymoon. This is his Gelée formula. I can't get rid of this one. I like it too much. And then Cognac Sable. This was my first purchase. They don't make this anymore. This is discontinued, but I love this quad. You know what? I can't believe I'm going to say this. I was primarily keeping this quad for these two shades. These are their topper shades. But now that I have Pat McGrath, they're kind of better versions of this. So, oh my God, I'm gonna get rid of a Tom Ford quad. Seductive Rose, gone. Look, I've used it so much, so that should be telling, right? I don't want to get rid of it. I'm not going to. So, Disco Dust, you are staying. I'm gonna do my singles later. This is the BH Cosmetics Smitten in Switzerland palette. I don't absolutely love this palette, but it is rather new and I'm still like enjoying it, so I'm gonna hold on to it. However, I will say I don't know for how long. Okay, these two I'm gonna keep. I actually am going to be doing two of my friends' makeup for a for a wedding that they're gonna be a part of. So I'm gonna hold on to this, and this will help me further declutter my, sorry, I'm cleaning as I'm talking to you. Further declutter my singles from Colourpop, because whatever I have in there, I more than likely already have in here. Why is this so dirty? Oh, I know. This is what I used to do my brother's makeup for the play. That's right. We'll clean that up later, but I'm gonna hold on to these for now, and I'm gonna be coming back to it when I look at my singles. Nars Wanted palette. I really want to hold on to this, but I also don't know, because again, I'm really holding on to it for these shades here. But I have the Pat McGrath. Maybe right there. That's the maybe category. Let's deal with the singles, okay? And then I'll probably get a better idea of what I'm going to do with that. So we have JD Glow, some Colourpop, JD Glow. All of this is Nars. These are my MAC items. And then we have a few more MAC stuff, as well as Colourpop. I think there's an orange shade in that Smitten Switzerland palette. Yes, and I really only need one orange, right? Because I also have this one from MAC that I'm gonna keep. I prefer the quality on that one, so that single is gone. I don't know if I need two purples. I think keeping the deeper purple would be smarter for me, because I think I could do more looks with it. So we're getting rid of this shade. Oh, by the way, this is Seeing Stars, and this orange shade here is Bratty. Do I want to keep this? I don't even know. This is 000. Let Like, will I even use that? You're in purgatory. I know I want to keep Coconut Grove. What's this? Like, look at that. Are you freaking kidding me? What is this shade? Fez. I know I have a shade like this. I'm not even gonna play myself, okay? Annabelle, you're getting rid of this. This is Sophia. Get rid of it. I forget what these are called. This is in Pattaya. Get rid. I know I have this in the Stone Cold palette. I don't need it. I don't use these. They're really pretty, but I don't use them. So they must go. This I have a dilemma with because this is the Isolde duo, but I have these shades. I know I have these shades, and out of these two, I want to keep this one. So you're going. All right, guys, so we're back. I just charged my battery for a little bit. I ended up decluttering these two. So this is the declutter section right now. This is 000, and this one is in Sandbar. I took the purple and put it in with my MAC singles. I'm gonna rearrange some stuff eventually, but here we have my JD Glow and my two Nars singles. These I'm keeping. So we're gonna move on to this section. So these are my MAC singles. I don't think I'm gonna touch this. These are my MAC favorites. I love them. I cherish them. They're not going anywhere. So this is closed. So we're just left with this Colourpop stuff. My hope is to be able to take what's here and transfer it here, or just have two of these small ones to house everything that I'm keeping. These MAC ones, they're not going anywhere. I'm gonna keep them. I love my MAC singles, and some of these are backups of my favorites. And these four were from the Patrick Star Quad. So while the battery was charging, I did a little bit of like back and forth, and there's a lot of repeats that I can get rid of. This one and this one, this is Saddle. I know I'm keeping Saddle. So this one from Colourpop in Seeing Stars, the shade here, very good transition shade. I don't need. This one's really pretty. I like how subtle it is. Best Coast, it's like a peachy color. I really like that, so I think I'm gonna keep it. Same thing with Wait For It, but it's also kind of similar to this one, which is Charge It. I want to keep that. This is in Labyrinth, and it's one of the ones I enjoy. This one here is in Top Notch, and it looks exactly like this one here in Brown Script, and I'm keeping Brown Script, so that can go. I want to keep this one. This is in Frequency, but I can get rid of this one in Koi. This kind of looks like Texture, and I like texture, so I can get rid of Sidetracked. This shade and this shade, or this shade, or this shade, like they all go together, so I can get rid of this. This one is in Cloud 9. I do use that a lot, but I mean, really, I don't need it. This reddish one, I really like it, but I'm pretty sure I have this shade, so I can get rid of this. This, not the biggest fan of this one, so Glass Bowl, I don't need it. It's kind of blue, and I don't really need a lot of blues. I know there's a shade like this somewhere in another palette that I have, so I'm getting rid of it. This one is in Come and Get It. This one here is in Snake Eyes. I use this a lot, actually. I think there's something like this in the Stone Cold Fox palette. Get rid. This one is in Earth Shine. Yeah, I use this a crap ton, so I'm gonna keep that one. And this one I can get rid of the most. Meh. It's just meh for me. I did it! I did it, Mom. I did it. Okay, so these are all the singles that I'm getting rid of. Right, so we have one Tom Ford, we have the Nars Wanted, Shimmer and Glow from Stila, my old Bobbi Brown, and then we have Colourpop and Nars singles. I think getting rid of this is enough for me to warrant one purchase, which will be the Natasha Denona Glam palette. I think that's the one I'm gonna go with. It's either that or the Biba, but the Biba's so expensive, I kind of don't want to pay for it. So there we have it. This one really hurts my heart more than this. Thank you guys so much for joining me in this video. I hope you enjoyed the declutter session with me. It's not gonna be a lot because I don't have a lot to begin with. So just getting rid of stuff that like really, Annabelle, you shouldn't be having it in your collection because it makes no sense. Till the next video, I hope you all are doing well, taking great care of yourselves. I will see you all next time. Bye guys. Why? It's just